Hello and welcome to a brand new series. We are playing Stormgate once again. The campaign just had a huge overhaul with the 0.4 release just a couple days ago. New background and everything. Music still as good as ever. All 6 missions were redone, and apparently the next 2 chapters will be releasing at the end of the summer. So I actually did watch the interlude. It is the exact same as before, but I believe the descent is completely different. So we will be watching it. I do not know if the intro text here is the same. Society struggles to stabilize in the 20 years post-Brink. A small band of fighters are all that stand between humanity's survival and the domination by the alien infernal host. But will they prevail? Not sure. Descent. Amara returns to Sigma Polar, inception point of the infernal invasion. Unknown horrors await the team as the fate of Earth hangs in the balance. So they've completely revamped the Vanguard. Instead of being resistance fighters on Earth, there's some sort of remnant invasion force, which makes sense considering their high-tech technology. So let's watch the descent.
The world burned that day.
Waking drop teams.
Some of us escaped. A lot of people didn't. My dad didn't. At the edge of the system, we pulled together, made a plan.
Approaching Earth's position. Still no sign of contact.
Now, we're back to reclaim our home.
This is SDF Vanguard, broadcasting on all frequencies. Is anyone there? All clear stations. This is not a drill.
No one knew what to expect. But we didn't expect this.
Raptor 1 deploying. Raptor 2 out. Raptor 3, head first into the Inferno.
I don't know what's waiting for us. But I'm ready to do what must be done. I'm ready to fight.
Okay, that is very cool. I really like that. I think it is awesome. Yeah, well done, honestly. I think the difference in perspective and tone is very appropriate, and it leads to a better long-term campaign. It makes more thematic sense. It still allows for things. It allows for the character to not really know the situation on Earth, so more exposition and so on and so forth. Anyway, Mission 1, Ghost of the Past. After 15 long years, Amara returns to Ground Zero of the Infernal Invasion, Sigma Polar. There she searches for a powerful and mysterious alien object called the Key that Fleet Command believes may be capable of saving Earth. So, almost the same text. So, we're going to be playing the campaign. The mouse is still available once stuff starts. I'm not going to be too critical about the campaign. That's a very cool wallpaper there. But I will still call things out that I think aren't polished or aren't good. I'm going to try to not be too much of a negative Nancy, but...
Warhawks, this is your commander speaking. Years ago, you volunteered for this mission. Today, at long last, we will once again set foot on our native soil. We are headed to Ground Zero of the Infernal Invasion, Sigma Polar. This is where hell on Earth began. Our mission is to find an alien object known as the Key. We believe it once prevented storm gates from opening. We hope that it will do so once again. Make no mistake, this is not our old Earth. We are headed to war. with an enemy we don't yet understand, in an effort to liberate our world, free our people, and reclaim our home. Take heart, remain strong, remember the creed, and together, we will prevail.
Not really sure what the creed is. So we control Amara. Here we are. And we're actually able to, I believe. Yeah, we're able to run around. I think the model looks a little bit better, but roughly the same. The arms still look a little bit goofy. They're a bit, like she moves them a little bit too much, a little bit too quickly. But it is an improvement, I think. Can we do dance? No. Alright. Dance. Nah, unfortunately not. 380 HP. So a bunch of things have changed. We have this hub area. I wish there was a portrait of the commanding officer. And I wish you could see, if you do this, you would see the names of characters, even if they're just NPCs like crew member or stuff. That would be cool. But as a whole, I think this is an improvement. Can we? No, we cannot attack. We can't talk with anyone. All right. Report to blockade. Doggy right here. Oh, we're able to pet the dog. I like that. But it makes me like wonder, like, what can we interact with? What can we not interact with, right? I feel like things that we can interact with should be... I mean, what is she doing right now? She's petting the air. I feel like they should have either like some sort of template or something. The docking station is right here, really? Seems a bit small to be a ship. I guess they kind of show the whole thing so that it's playable. Access denied. All right. At least they have that indicator. Once again, I don't know if there are any secrets. I don't know what's up. I'm guessing these are upgrade regions. But yeah, having a hub is really cool. Doing this, I think, is probably a lot cheaper and easier than having the Hyperion with all the graphical models. And I believe that in dialogue options, we won't be getting real cutscenes. We'll be getting like stills. Also a smart thing to do, especially when things might change. Okay, so there is actually a quest indicator here. This is very cool. All right, what's up, Blockade?
Good timing, Lieutenant Nassar. Ready to take point on your first mission?
Yes, sir. It's what I've been training for. What you trained me for.
I know there's a lot of memories connected to this place, but you know it better than anyone. Even me.
Yes. And this is a chance for me to prove that I'm capable of leading my own squad. I plan to do exactly that.
So they've, I think, rewritten her character from being far less brash, and I'm going to be a little bit mean here and say that the previous version was annoying and kind of like, hey, I know what's right. This one, I guess, is more humble, more like, I want to do things to help humanity. I think that is also a improvement. I think the proportions are better. The face looks a bit better, but it's still slightly off in my... I don't know, it might be just a suit. Not really sure.
I don't doubt it. One more thing. The Vanguard picked up a repeating automated message from Signal Polar. Might have been left over from the invasion, but I wouldn't take any chances.
Alright, cool. The same thing with him. His head looks very small in the suit. Now, it is a combat suit, so it makes sense, but it looks goofy. Like, StarCraft kind of got away with it because they had the big visors. You could only see the face. But here you can kind of see a bit of the neck. You see the entire head. It just looks a little bit off, you know what I mean? Alright.
Find Trip and he can play it for you.
Alright. Can we interact with him more? We cannot click her. We cannot click him. Alright. Find Trip. So that's Trip right there. Mission control. Can we... No, we cannot click mission control yet. So this is our AI.
Greetings, Lieutenant. I've prepped a dropship. Notify me when your team is ready for launch.
I find still having the mouse at every single cutscene a little bit disorientating because, like, what if I have it here? I think it's just an early access thing, though.
Will do. Meantime, Blockade mentioned a message from Sigma Polar. Can you play it?
Of course. Playing now.
If anyone out there can hear this, I'm sending you a warning. Stay away. They're everywhere. The only thing you'll find here is death.
What are we about to walk into?
Most likely an old message. Atmospheric interference is preventing me from scanning for life forms. But the facility appears to be abandoned, running on auxiliary power, just enough to maintain basic functions.
I'll find my way. I explored every inch of it as a kid.
Okay, we cannot use... I just tried using the arrow keys on my mouse. So it's not any key, you have to click with the mouse.
Before infernal invaders overran the facility and killed almost everyone there, including your father.
Yeah, before that. Thanks, Trip.
So they gave more exposition. Oh yeah, your father that was killed.
Hello, Lieutenant. There is an extremely hazardous blizzard at the target location, which will make for a tricky landing and decreased visibility. On the plus side, it may temper some of the atmospheric changes caused by the infernal presence. My latest readings indicate 70% nitrogen and 20% oxygen, with trace amounts of methane, ammonia, hydrogen sulfide, and dust. The air will be foul, but only slightly hazardous.
Not much of a silver lining. Well, at least we'll have air monitors, so we'll know if conditions worsen. Hey, any thoughts on what's causing the change?
Based on the rate and scale of atmospheric change, as well as the elements being modified, they appear to be engaging in planetary engineering, terraforming, making our world theirs. Fortunately, the process is not irreversible. Yet.
I feel like Trip...
The time is absolutely of the essence.
Yeah, it is. Trip is a little bit boring. I mean, he's supposed to be an AI, and I guess it's neutral for now. I feel having a person talking about this could either be really good or really annoying, so this is kind of like the neutral way of doing things.
Lieutenant, Raptor 1 is in position, and your dropship is ready to deploy. I will, of course, pilot remotely and remain in constant contact.
There's a lot of dialogue.
First mission, the responsibility is enormous. With the life of every squad member relying on your judgment alone, I can only imagine the nerves you must be experiencing right now.
Good pep talk. Thanks.
I think that's funny. That's a little bit funny.
Anytime. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Can we still talk with Trip?
Aren't you supposed to be on a mission?
Okay, there we go. So there is a lot of dialogue, but it is optional. I could start the mission before, but I am going to kind of explore everything. Apologies, this episode might be a bit long.
Lieutenant, we've been over it, but let's go over it again. If you don't find the key, look for anything that might tell us what happened to it. It's all about the key. Now, having said that, you are priority number one. No matter what happens, you bring yourself back in one piece.
That's the plan, sir.
All right. Very
Dismissed.
cool. We can still talk with him, though.
Lieutenant, it's hard to believe we're finally back. Seeing Earth like this, it's a tough pill to swallow.
I keep wondering, what if we're too late? What if there's nothing left to save?
We'll find out. All we can do is our best. Like I always say, have a little faith. I know you don't like to hear it, but when the worst happens, sometimes faith is all you got left.
All due respect, sir. Faith is getting harder and harder to come by.
Get a move on, Lieutenant.
All right, so we will do mission control.
Lieutenant, the drop window is rapidly approaching. Your target for this mission is Sigma Polar. You know it well. Ground zero of the infernal invasion, where the first Stormgate experiments were conducted using the alien device codenamed the Key. Fleet Command believes that the key is still there. Your squad's mission is a snatch and grab. Enter the station, obtain the key, and bring it back. Beware, Raptor 1 is already experiencing heavy signal loss from the storm, and we expect comms to be nearly impossible after you reach planetfall. Good luck, Godspeed.
So I guess technically we're on Raptor 1 right now, and that's why there's all the static and stuff. I do wonder if this is AI generated. It looks just a tiny bit off, but I'm not 100% sure. This just might be a stylistic choice. Like, it's hard to know. I'm not going to accuse him of anything. So user Amara Nassar, location Sigma Pole, Langluk, something something, all the coordinates. Fleet commanders dispatched the Warhawks to recon ground zero of the invasion, a remote Sigma black site where, years ago, scientists used the alien object known as the Key to open portals between worlds. Initial scans indicate that the Stormgate has closed and the station is derelict, frozen in ice, but still intact. Inside the site may still contain the Key as well as critical data about the Stormgate. If it does, it would change everything. So we are going to be given some exos, basic range infantry. Let's go. We're playing this on normal. I'm just going to make this easy for myself. We can play this on a harder difficulty if I replay the campaign when more parts come out. We'll see. If these missions are unchanged, however, I might just add new missions to this playthrough, or this playlist. Derelict Research Station, site of the Stormgate project. Maybe I'll do a full-on replay of everything once all the Vanguard missions are done, something like that. But I think we'll just be trickling in missions into this playthrough unless there are major changes. Good. And I'll be uploading this content on Sundays, so once a week. Once the StarCraft series is done, I might also just finish this off and upload it on the other days. But we'll see.
Blockade, this is Nomad. Comms check. Approaching destination. You still reading me?
Reading you, Nomad. But the interference is off the charts. We're maintaining high altitude to avoid the worst of it.
Copy that. Dropships barely holding together. This storm's way worse than we thought.
Stay focused. Once you're down, it's go time. Find the prize and get back safe.
Copy. Beginning final descent.
Right, here we go.
Nomad to blockade. Boots on the ground. Limited visibility.
We can barely make out what this, but the weather is worsening.
Give me the rundown. Losing signal. If you can hear me, we're moving out.
Her model looks way better. They redid the hair. It used to be like kind of like a weird spiky thing.
Wait.
She still has her little cloak thing,
Quick time.
but I think the guns look better. I think they were bigger in the previous version. We're given a bunch of different forces this time. So not just the Blade Boys, but fire starters, which seem to have, I'm guessing, splash damage. Now, okay, I heard that there were going to be like levels to it. We still have Bullet Storm.
An evacuation shuttle. Never made it. These elevator shafts go all the way down to the substation. Too bad the power's out.
So we have medkits. Instantly restore 200 health to the hero and nearby biological units. Basic first aid supplies. Previously used but completely sterile. Well, mostly.
Enemy contact. Light them up. Heading there now. No place to hide.
Alright, so this is kind of teaching us how to play.
If there's others, they'll know we're here. Stay sharp.
Okay, they're kind of... Collision is a little bit bad. This is kind of cool.
I'm all prepped.
Okay, yeah, okay, level 0. She's going to become level 1. I don't know if she gets like a skill tree, but I think it's like Warcraft 3, where you have different abilities. She regens HP and energy, so we're going to keep her as our main tank.
I will make them pay. Time to raise
Yeah,
hell.
control 1. Can units be in... Okay, fantastic. We've already gotten veterancy. The collisions are a bit worse than in... Ooh. This is normal, apparently. Let's just use... Oh, I should have kept you closer.
Awaiting further orders.
That was kind of tough.
Beeline.
Nothing here. Like a little altar. A lot of dead corpses, though. Nothing there. Yeah, okay, this EXO is very low on HP. We'll try to keep our forces alive.
Time to raise
If
hell.
possible.
No place to hide.
Oh. We're supposed to go this way. I guess this is the Stormgate.
Path is blocked. Debris too thick. We'll need to blast through.
Nice. Alright.
Nomad to blockade. We're at the cargo entrance. Light steps. Attempting entry now. Halting here. Give me the rundown.
Okay, she keeps having her voice dialogue even when the visual thing is supposed to come up, so...
Everything's preserved. Like a frozen tomb.
Yeah, so there it's like kind of
Waiting for
reduced
their
in
orders.
volume, but when the cutscenes here play, it's the
Give me the
same.
rundown. What next? Awaiting further orders. Dad died trying to save this world. The question now is, how much is left to save? Dad died trying to save
Not
this
as
world.
many voice dialogues as
Quick time.
before, but they're less
Their
arrogant.
history.
Maybe more
I
will
will
be
make them
unlocked
pay.
later.
Time to raise hell.
Let's
Their
head...
history.
We're gonna check everything,
No place to hide.
just to see if we can find stuff.
I will make them pay. Time to raise hell.
Oh, I see
Heading there now.
medkit already.
Finding a path.
Good stuff.
Barely any power left in here. No place to hide. Their history. I will make them pay.
I do not like that you're so far forward.
Roofs caved in. Time to raise hell.
Let's do... Oh, I'm... Yeah, okay, there we go. Control...
What next? Their history. I will make them pay.
Do
Give me the
this.
testing chamber should be just past these blast doors. Power's failing and they're too thick to cut through. Hey, I remember a different way. Why wait? That panel was covering a service passage.
Alright, cool.
I'm all
Sure.
prepped. Time to raise hell. No place to hide. Purge tunnels for venting toxic fumes to the surface. They should get us where we need to go.
I feel like she has a little
Give me
bit
the
more
rundown.
of a accent.
Awaiting further
Like she's
orders.
not... I mean, she is speaking
Their
American
history.
English. But some of the words she says seems a little bit... non-American. Does that make sense?
I will make them
I like it. I think it gives her more character. So she is level 1 now. We're able to select not bullet time, which is, or the Reaper's Recompense, which is Amara restores 5 energies for every unit killed by Bulletstorm Spiral. Allows Bulletstorm Spiral to teleport to a target location before dealing damage. That seems pretty good. But we can get Blitzfire Tactics, which is a movement and attack ability, 25%. So it's like Unholy Aura, basically from Warcraft 3. And Guardian Core, which summons a flying drone that heals nearby friendly units for 8 HP per second. I guess that... Yeah, okay. That's fantastic.
making a beeline. What next?
Alright, let's... Well, we're just gonna chill here. A bunch of my units have gotten veterancy. Let's heal stuff up there. We got another med
Even the
kit.
tunnels weren't safe. Those things ripped these people apart.
So we got ourselves a Shock Rounds module. Grants 10% damage and 50% chance to briefly stun enemies. Only one weapons mod can be equipped at a time. Left click to equip. Can I... Is it equipped? Shift right mouse button to drop. I'm guessing it's
Heading
equipped,
there now.
right? Yeah, I'm assuming it's
Awaiting
equipped.
further orders.
And an ammunition conversion mod that infuses rounds with minor electrical charge delivers a stunning effect to
Give me the
targets.
rundown. Their history.
These are pretty cool. I think they look better than they used to.
Locked and loaded.
Maybe what I should do is this. Control 2.
What next? I will make them
These need to get up closer. That was level 2. Can she still get more? She's not getting any more experience. I
all
guess
prepped.
level 1 is the max. A lot of enemies. What happened to the music? Sound? Like... Maybe I did put this. So maybe that's screwing it up? It's kind of weird.
time. We never stood a chance. No place to hide.
Another med
Their
kit?
history.
Great. We have 3 of them
What
now.
next?
So we can kind of go ham
I'm
if we
all
need
prepped.
to.
No place to... The testing chamber should be close.
I'm going to queue one of these healing bots. Can we move it? No. It's stationary. Aegis Protocol. Places a shield on a target friendly unit that absorbs 100 damage over time. And decoy algorithm. So, okay, so this
Give me
one
the
can get
rundown.
upgraded as well. That's
Time to
nice.
raise hell. I will make them pay. No
I
place
do
to
wonder
hide.
if I restart, I
Awaiting
could get
further
music.
orders.
So I'm going to try that real quick. Let's try saving and loading. I'll just make a cut to, well, where we are, basically. Okay, I think I'm basically back where I was before. Music has not been enabled. Maybe there's not supposed to be music. I think roughly the same units have the same amount of accuracy. There might be small differences, but I just wanted to see if, you know, we could fix this.
God damn it. This is where the key was when we evacuated. There's no trace of it. Just gone. Quick time. Okay, plan B. Restore power and extract the data archive. Making a beeline. That may tell us what happened to the key. There should be a service path.
Okay, I really dislike that the character talks at the same time as everything else. So this is the key cradle. So this is where the main cutscene is. That I didn't actually show this time. We got some insta posts utilizing mechaprint technology to create defense solutions in a pinch.
Quick time.
Kind of weird that they had those here and they didn't use them for. And we have an extra med kit. Oh yeah, that's right. I used one fewer med kit. Just so you guys know. Kinetic recharge vest. A lightweight combat vest with motion-powered energy cells. The kinetic recharge vest passively converts the wearer's movement into usable energy, keeping them in the fight longer. Grants 15 armor and 50% energy regeneration rate. That's really useful. Only one armor can be equipped at a time. I figured out that whatever we have here is what we get. So we get energy regen. Pretty useful.
Making a beeline.
I guess we're supposed to go here. Nice. And there we go. Nice.
There now.
Power core activated, restoring power to all sectors.
Turning the lights on.
On their heels. The whole station.
Can we put them here? Alright.
Gotta secure the entry point by the stairs. Now. We're about to have a lot of company. What next?
Construction complete.
Data extraction's begun.
Lock and load. Maybe I do actually. Why don't I do this?
We have to hold them off until the extraction's finished.
I don't know what is the optimal unit to have. I'm just gonna go there. No. You guys come here.
How many of these bastards are there? They keep coming. There's too many.
Well, we're healing up. And because we have a lot of energy, I could just kind of go and do that immediately. Oh yeah, okay, so this is how long? 70%? Alright.
Running low on ammo. Gonna be close.
Let's... Do these have HP as well. So we need to be a little bit careful.
That door should be working again. We leave now.
Alright. So there is no save ability, which kind of sucks. So we have to actually, I guess we go here. We actually have to restart if...
They're right on top of us.
Yeah, okay. We'll keep on moving. Get here.
I'm all prepped. No place to hide.
Oh. Alright, here. Not really sure how much time we're supposed to waste on this.
Our base is
oh, really?
attack.
Ooh.
What the hell is this?
Do that.
It's blocked. We'll have to find another way.
Oh, jeez.
What next?
Why don't I use a med pack? Okay, we lost some of our units. That's fine, though. We got ourselves another shock rounds module. Okay. That's kind of lame.
We can seal it. Buy some time. Looks like maintenance crew quarters. There should be a service elevator. Light steps.
Okay, I was hoping for something else. Well.
This room's been converted. A generator and cryopod. Someone's alive in here. No way we're leaving them behind. Get the pod on that lift.
Yeah, we killed that one.
Waiting. How?
Victory! And we did it pretty quickly. We did lose... Where is the army? Combat units. I didn't lose 8 units, did I? I guess the drones count as units, but I lost one of my forces, actually. Kind of sucks that I I got 2 of the same equipment. I wish that unit should have dropped something else, in my opinion. I don't know if equipment is random either, or if it's the same equipment every single time. Dad's Pennant. So I can only have one thing. So it's useless. I don't know if you can sell these later.
That's pendant. I can't believe someone found this.
A blue crystal pendant on a silver chain. The symbol on its face resembles a star within a star. Originally a gift from her mother to her father, the pendant is now a cherished family heirloom, long assumed to be lost forever. Weapons range +1. So I think this might technically be the next mission, but we're going to do some of the briefing, and then maybe, you know, we'll, that's still funny. We'll cut to the, we'll end the episode. We're actually able to go in here now. All right. Taggart and Su-Yin, we cannot speak with them because they don't have the exclamation points, but I guess they'll be main characters in the future. The other doors are still locked. Let's debrief with Blockade. I guess that's his title. I think he used to be called something else. It's kind of a shame that they renamed him.
Lieutenant, word? Good job securing the archive. Fleet Command's poring over the data, hoping to find out what happened to the key. But it's gonna take some time.
Okay.
How about you? You got the pendant? You alright?
Being here and engaging those things and seeing the pendant brought everything back. They took him from me. I want to make them pay. I deserve that.
So the text doesn't really match what she says, and it's a little bit like disconnected from as she's speaking. I'd prefer it if it was all of it came out as she spoke, or if it actually matches, right?
I understand. And I want that too. Just don't lose perspective. Remember why we're here. To save people. Save Earth. Be a light in the darkness.
Yes, it's like, it's a bit disconnected. It's also kind of weird that they start writing something here, and then the perspective became too long, so it got switched down here. What was his name before? I don't remember, but it was not Blockade. Barclay?
Also, I wanted you to know that survivor you found is awake. She told us her name, Su-Yin. I gave her time to shake off cryo sickness, but I'm hoping she may have some information. Since you rescued her, I thought you should be the one to reach out.
I'll do that now.
Alright, cool.
Thanks. Let me know how it goes.
Kind of laggy there. Yeah, his name was Barclay before. I remember that now. We'll speak with them both, and then we might end the episode and do more dialogue stuff next episode.
Hey, Amara. Good to see you. I take it you came to check on our patient? It's pretty crazy she survived so long in that janky cryopod. She is malnourished, though, so I'm pushing a steady stream of nutrients.
I'd like to talk to her.
She's all yours.
Can we keep clicking her? No. Alright. What's up, Su-Yin?
You another doctor? I'm fine. Really.
I'm Amara, the one who found you. Can we talk?
Yeah, how she said Amara, I'm Amara. Like, it's not American, you know, not how they would pronounce it. So I think that's kind of interesting.
Do I have a choice?
Emancipated survivor. Alright, cool.
You're kind of the talk of the ship. Everyone's pretty amazed at how long you held on.
I lived like a rat for a year. Me and a few others. Eventually, just me. I jury-rigged a busted cryopod. Set it for maximum allowable time under emergency power. Then I recorded the message and went to sleep. Hoping to wake up to a better world.
I know what it's like to have your life turned upside down. But you're alive, and that is the most important thing. I'm sure you want to rest, but I have one more question. Do you know what happened to the key?
At one point, someone in my group said it was taken away. He didn't say who took it, or where. I didn't care enough to ask. That's all I know.
That's fine. You've been a big help. Thank you. Get some rest, and I'll check in later.
I feel like the tone for Amara...
Sure.
I feel like the tone for Amara is a little bit off. It's a little bit inconsistent, but as a whole, she's a lot softer. I think that's good. I think we'll talk with Blockade. We'll talk with Blockade one last time, and then we're ending the episode, and I'll do the remaining dialogue stuff next episode.
Glad you're back, Lieutenant. Our next mission has us going to what Fleet Command calls a dead zone. Trip can explain what it is better than I can, but we need to find what's causing these things and how they can be stopped. Other teams have come across them too. Hard to say how many there are, but it's looking pretty grim.
Understood. Oh, and I talked to Suyin. She said the key was taken, but she doesn't know where.
Well then, it's up to our techs to find something in the station archives that'll point us in the right direction. Warhawks find a way.
Warhawks find a way. Alright, great. So we are going to end the episode here. I hope you guys did enjoy the first episode of the remade campaign. Join us next time when we continue with, well, first off, all the dialogue and then mission control. Oh, we can actually already do that. Well, we're going to speak with everyone next mission, so... or maybe... Here's what we're going to do. This episode is going to be a bit longer. I'm going to talk with everyone. Next episode, I'm going to start with the mission. So, yeah. Okay, what's up, Trip?
Hello, Lieutenant.
Hey, what more can you tell me about these dead zones?
There are areas where it appears that all life has been eradicated, down to a molecular level. Their cause is unknown, but if they persist long enough, Earth will become little more than a giant ball of dust. Gaining a greater understanding of these zones will be critical in formulating a strategy to overcome them.
Why kill everything? You said the Infernals were terraforming, but why would they want to live on a dead planet?
I agree. The Infernals appear to have additional goals we're currently unaware of.
Yeah. Thanks, Trip.
Happy to help.
There is a lot of dialogue that you can do if you want to. I kind of like that. I mean, it makes the episodes a bit longer, but if people are interested, they can watch, basically.
Hello again.
I never asked you. Does it feel strange, you know, not being human anymore?
I feel very fortunate that my consciousness was uploaded during the escape. I have an awareness that I was different, human, but those memories are indistinct.
I can't imagine what that's like. Anyway, I was just wondering.
Okay, so you are able...
And good luck staying alive.
I really dislike the audio part afterwards because I keep about to be talking and then the last part comes in. But I'll get used to it. So I actually did discover that if you double click when they have the new text, everything pops up, which is one of the things I complained about. So, I guess not that big of a deal. Case in point, let's try that out right now.
Welcome back.
I meant to ask before, where was Dad's pendant found?
Outside, in the eastern sector. We think one of the Infernals might have gotten a hold of it, taken it there. What are the odds, huh?
Alright, so just like that, I'm able to skip to all the dialogue, basically.
It's nice to have something of his again. Thank you.
You bet.
And then one more.
Lieutenant, I should have told you this earlier, but for your first mission as a squad leader, on your own, confronted with hostiles, you did one hell of a good job.
That means a lot. Thank you. I trained so long for this deployment, it seemed like the day would never come. Until it did. Killing some of those things, though, it felt good.
I'm proud. I know that somewhere your dad's proud too. Just stay true to yourself and remember why we're here.
I will. I promise.
Take care.
It would be nice to know how many dialogues they have, and once you click one, you're not able to go back, so it would be good to have like a replay function for the dialogue, in my opinion. That should be added. I do like that we are able to have the portraits here, so that we can actually see who we're talking with. That's pretty cool. Taggart, what's up?
Hey, the patient's improving quickly. Oh, and this may be above my pay grade, but I wanted to ask, since everything I've heard about the key so far is pretty nebulous, but what is it exactly?
No one knows exactly what it is or where it came from. I'm told Cullen said it was alien in origin. And after that first Stormgate opened, my dad and others realized that Cullen was overpowering it, stopping it from doing what it had been doing for maybe thousands of years.
And what it was doing was preventing Stormgates from opening. So your dad tried to get it working again?
That's right. He tried. But he didn't make it.
I had heard bits and pieces, but, well, thanks for sharing. About your dad, that's terrible.
Yeah. Anyway, I should get back to it.
His line delivery is a little bit off.
See you later.
Just a little bit. But I mean, I guess it's a work in progress as well. Things are going to improve, get better. They're not going to... They're going to make this first version. I kind of find it funny how she kind of jerks around like that. And then they're going to polish things as it goes on. Like, what is this?
You're back again. The survivor's doing way better. She's off now talking to the commander.
The survivor? Her name is Suyin. Any idea what they're talking about?
Suyin. Yeah, absolutely. And I think they're talking about what her future will be with the team, so hopefully, you know, that's good.
Hopefully.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, and she is obviously here, so she's not speaking with the commander. There should be something where you're not able to talk with him until you talk with Suyin, and then she disappears, and then you're able to talk with him a second time, and then, you know, you could speak with her here, I guess. Well, what's up, Suyin?
Yeah? Oh, hey.
Of course. I'll let you rest.
Whoops, I accidentally
Thanks.
removed her dialogue there.
I didn't realize you were still here.
He's staring at her sleeping. Okay, so a little bit off, but pretty happy. I'm gonna go to the boarding room just to see, or the briefing room to see what they have to say.
Get a move on, Lieutenant.
Aren't you supposed to be on a mission?
Okay, great. So, ending the episode here. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Bit of a long one because we did all the dialogue, but I think that's fine. We are exploring everything after all. Pretty good first impression. Things need polish, things need to be worked on, but it is a huge improvement over the previous first mission. We'll be seeing what happens in the next one next time. I will be uploading next episode next week on the Sunday. Once my StarCraft series, the current one, is finished, I'll be uploading these on those days as well. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. I upload content 5 days a week, regularly scheduled. Mostly RTS games, but now that I'm exploring this, uploading a little bit extra in the coming weeks. I hope you subscribe for more. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.